Hello everyone, my name is Karan Masru. Welcome to this video. So in this series, we are going to make a portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. This is the first video of that, and in this video, first of all, I will be telling you about the brief overview of what we are going to construct or build, so that when I'm writing the code, you have an idea of what I'm trying to create. And then we'll also build some basic things in this first video. We'll position the elements, give a little bit of the styling, etc, and then we'll code the remaining things in further videos. I hope you like it. Okay guys, so first of all, let me give you an brief overview or an idea of what I'm trying to create, and then we'll start the coding. Okay, so what will happen is, when I will be coding, so you know where I'm approaching. Okay, so you will be able to relate with me more. Okay, so first of all, what we are trying to do is, so let's say this is our home page, okay, of the website. We are trying to make a portfolio of ourselves. Okay, so this will be your home page. In that home page, first of all, you will on the top have a navigation bar. Okay, so by navigation bar, what I mean is, there will be different buttons where people can go to different pages. Okay, and in this navigation bar, on the top left hand side, basically you will have an icon. Okay, where you will have your image. I will be adding my image. It's kind of logo image. You can add your image, which will take to the home page, and on the right hand side we will have some buttons. Okay, so for example, the first button would be education, second would be of hobbies, let's say, the third would be of, let's say, achievements, and fourth would be contact me. Okay, so there will be four buttons on the right hand side, and when you click on education, the education page will open where the details of your education will be there. Similarly for hobbies, achievements and contact me page. Okay, this will be a kind of logo. Okay, and all these will be buttons. Okay, or you can say hyperlinks. Okay, not buttons. Now below that, this is about the home page. Okay, what I'm going to tell you now. So about the home page, on the right hand side you will have a photo of yourself. Okay, here you will have a photo of yourself. Also guys, we will be adding a design to it. Okay, this is just an overview of what it will have. And here basically you will have an about me section. Okay, so here you will have a about me section. Okay, so there will be some things about yourself. Okay, here some text will be written. Okay, so this will be basically an overview of your home page. Okay, also some more things guys. So when you click on education, it will take to a new page where your education details will be shown. So we'll keep the navigation bar same, we'll just change the below part. Okay, also for education, okay, for hobbies, for achievements and for contact me page, all the pages, what I will be trying to do is, it will take to your new page, and color and background combination will try to retain. Okay, so that they feel like all of them are from the same website, but I'll try to display the education, hobbies, achievements and contact me in a different way. So style of displaying education details, style of displaying hobbies details, style of displaying the achievements and style of displaying the contact me page will be different. Okay, what we will be using, we will be using HTML, CSS and JavaScript for this project. Okay, and this project will be divided into multiple videos. Also at the end, we will try to make this website responsive. Okay, so what do I mean by responsive? So where see, this is the desktop view or the laptop view. We can't have the same view on mobile phone. So as the size of the screen decreases or increasing, the view should also change. That is the responsive nature of the website. So this is for the laptop view. When will come in the mobile view, this about me and this image will come one below the other. We'll try to make it like that. This logo will remain on the left, and this hyperlinks or buttons, education, hobbies, achievements and contact me page, instead of all four of them, there will be one drop down button. Okay, where you click, then all the drop down options will open, which will contain education, hobbies, achievements and contact me page. Okay, so all these buttons will go, and a drop down button will appear in the mobile view, and this is basically the home view. And here basically you will have the navigation bar, the logo, some buttons, here the about me page, and here your image. This would be your home page. Okay, and today we'll try to make this home page. Okay, we'll try to beautify it, but not too much. We'll do it in further videos. Our target for today would be to make a basic home page and put the items in correct position. That would be the first thing. Then we can think of beauty. Then in the second step we can think of beautifying it by changing the text color or the background color or adding some radius to the border, etc. And once we have beautified it, then we can move to other pages where the text, font color and all background color, all these things will use the same, but the style of displaying education details, style of displaying hobbies details, all of this will be different. Okay, so now let's start coding for it. Okay guys, so I have created this folder called portfolio, in which I have one images folder in which I have logo.jpg and main.jpg. So logo is the image which will come on the navigation bar, and main in the image which will come on the right hand side of the center. Okay, the main part which I just explained. First of all, let me make two files for now, that is index.html and another would be styles.css. So this is your index file and this is your styling file. Okay, now first of all, let me add the boilerplate code, and let me change the title to my name. Okay, so let me add to it Karan Mushroom. Okay, now first of all we want the navigation bar. Okay, so first of all let me make a division in which I will give the class as, let's say, nav bar. Inside this division I'll make two divisions. One would be for the image on the left hand side and one would be for the but different buttons or hyperlinks on the right hand side. Okay, so let me make two divisions inside this. Okay, now inside the first division I want image, so I will say image, source would be images and logo.jpg, and in case the image is not been able to display, I want the text logo image to be displayed. Okay, in the second division I want the four buttons, so I will put it in an unordered list. So the first item was education, the second item was hobbies. Okay, third item was achievements, and the fourth item was contact me page. Okay, so these are the four things. Let me just open it in a preview and let's see. So let me open it in browser. Okay, so why this is happening? Because my image has been displayed too large, so I need to change it. So I'll change the width of the image. First of all, let me close this and let me give a class to my image, that is a logo image. Okay, so let us go to style.css and I would say logo image, and I would say width is, let's say, 100 pixels. Okay, let us view it again. Okay, it is not changed. Why? Because I have not added the link to the CSS file. So I'll add the link and it is styles.css. Now let's see whether it has changed or not. Yeah, it has changed. Okay, now I want them to be side by side, but before that let me add a background color to the navigation bar so that we understand it better. Okay, and I'm going to add a background color of black. In fact, for the complete website I will be keeping it black only, and we'll try that between different sections we might add a small border. Okay, which will make it more beautiful. So let's see. Okay, so there is a black background. Now some things to notice. First of all, the text we are not being able to see because it's black in color, so we need to change the text color. So let us in this unordered list, let us add class as navbar list. Okay, and for the navbar list, I can say the color as white. Okay, so for now let's keep it white. So here we are. Now one thing is I want the image on the left hand side and all these buttons on the right hand side. Okay, so for that we are going to use flexbox. But before that, can you see there is some space between the browser and the navigation bar? I do not want that, so I'll add the margin and padding as 0. Okay, it will remove it. So I have added margin and padding as 0, so it will remove it. Okay, now it's not there. Now I want the image to be on the left hand side and all these four elements on the right hand side. So I will be using the flex box. So flex box, what we will do is we will add the display type of flex to the nav bar, okay, the outer division which contains image as well as list. So what it will do is it will basically align all the elements on the x-axis, align all of its children on the x-axis. Now you can change this axis to y-axis also, but by default is x-axis and we want here to be x-axis only, okay. So for nav bar, what I will do is I will say display as flex, okay, so it will align them on x-axis. Let's see it has aligned on x-axis. Now there is a attribute called align items. I will make it to center. What basically it does is, since here the flexbox is aligning the items on the x-axis, the align items attribute will align the item along the y-axis, okay. So along the y-axis, should the element be on the center or on the top or on the bottom and so on, okay. Now if using flexbox you are aligning the items along the y-axis, then your align items attribute will align the items along x-axis. Here the concept of main axis and cross axis comes in. If you do not understand it, no worries, just understand it this much. Here display flex will align the items. So if I have added display flex to this division, then all of its children will be aligned on the x-axis in one row. And when I say align items to center, basically whatever is there inside the nav bar, how will they be aligned along the y-axis, that is center, okay. So the items are aligned along the y-axis, along the x-axis they are in one row, and along the y-axis uh, they are in center, okay. You will not be able to differentiate it right now, but it is that like that, okay. So now let's say what I can do is, first of all, let us see this in a bit detail, okay. So let me change the this width to 200 pixels, okay, because I want to show it to you. Okay, now can you see the education, hobbies, achievements and contact me page are in the center. Now when I'll change this align items to start, they will go on the top, because flex is aligning all the items on the x-axis, display flex attribute, and align items attribute will change their position in the y-axis, okay. So when I say start, they will go on the top. Can you see it? Okay, so now I hope it's a bit more clear. I'll make it again to center, and I'll change the image to 100 axis again, okay. So let me change this to 100 axis, okay. Now what we need to do now, so I want this to be on the left and this to be on the right. So how it can be done? I will say justify content space between. What does that mean? Here by default, when you say display flex, it will align all of its children row wise in one row along the x-axis. When I say justify content as space between, so the items will be placed in such a way that there is a space between them. Now here, since there are only two items, so one will be thrown on the left and one will be thrown on the extreme right, okay. Or better word to use would be, one would be placed on the extreme left and one would be placed on the extreme right, as you can see, okay. Now I do not want them to touch the border of my browser, so I will add some padding to them, okay. So I want the padding to be added into this divisions, okay. So I can say these are navbar items, okay, and I can say these are navbar items, okay. So I would say navbar items, and padding on top and bottom, let's say I want 5 pixels, and on left and right I want 10 pixels, okay. Let's see how it looks now. Yeah, can you see there is some space given? Now let's make it 10 and 15, okay. So let's make it this 10 and this as 15. Yeah, now more better. Now first of all, let me for the image I want the padding on the left to be more, so we'll change it. Shall we change it right now? On the left and right, let me make it 35 pixels. Let's see how it is looking. Yeah, now it's looking quite good. For and Now what I want to do is I want to add these a button wise. Okay, so there will be one button here, there will be one here, there will be one here, and there will be one here. So I want them to be displayed horizontally. So what I will do is I will treat this navbar list again as what? Flex. So all of its children will be aligned in one row. Okay, so navbar list, I can say display flex align items center, right? So let's see how are they aligned. So can you see now they have come one after the another. And justify content, I can say space between, or you can use space around also. Let's use space around. Okay, now there is a slight difference between space around and space between, but let's not go into detail of that right now. Now what I will do is I will add some padding to this list items, so they will, at present they are overlapping, they will separate from each other. Okay, so what I can do is I can say navbar list, and inside that for list items I want the padding to be let's say 15 pixels on left and right. Okay, so now they are coming different. Okay, how we wanted. Now you can see the dots here. That is how the list items are displayed, either by numbers or by dots or something like that. But I do not want them, so I can say display type as none. Okay, or what I can use is displays flex. The list type, list style is none. Okay, so now let's see now the dots are gone. Okay, so we have made a beautiful thing right now. I think we can change some more things now. Like for choosing the colors and all, I'm not too good. So what I've done is I've selected one by default color for this education, hobbies, achievement, and contact me. So let me add it. As far as I remember, the color of it was RGB 229, 9, and 20. Yeah, so this I have chose from the Netflix. Okay, so if you go to Netflix, the background is black and the button, some of the buttons have this color. Obviously we will change its font, its size and all, but what I said in this video, we are trying to position the things. Okay, but before positioning, and I mean we will do the styling later on, but I want to add a radius to my logo. Okay, so that I will do now because I think that would look good. So let me add a border radius as, let's say, 20 30%. Okay, so let's see how it's looking. I think I need to edit more. Let's make it 50. Okay, 50%. And yeah, it's looking quite good. And I think we'll leave the navbar for this video here only. Now adding the links and adding the buttons, I mean the hyperlinks, then changing the font size, then adding changing the font style, etc. We'll do it in the further videos. For now the basic structure is done. Now let's come to the center part, the below part, where I want the, on the right hand side I want my main image, and on the left hand side I want my about me uh, text. Okay, so I'll make a new division for that. So, and let me call that as main content. Okay, so the class I have given it to that division is main. Inside that again I'll make two divisions, like in the navbar I had two divisions, one for the logo and one for the buttons. Here also I'll have two divisions, one for the about me text and one for the image. Okay, so let us make two divisions, and here I will have the about me text. So right now let me write something. Okay, hello, my name is Karan Mashru. Or let me write it like this: hello, welcome to my website. My name is Karan Mashru. i have I have done my BTech in computer engineering from NIT Surat, or it is also known as SVNIT. Okay, at present I am working keep it this much. And here I want image. Okay, what image I want? I want main image.jpg, and if it is not been able to display it for any reason, I want my name to be displayed. Okay, so I will say Karan Mushroom. Okay, let's see how it's look. I think the whole website will be occupied with my image because of its size. Here, can you see? So it has occupied the complete page. So I need to give it some, let's say, let's give it a height. Okay, so let's give this image as class as main image. Okay, and let me add a style to it. Okay, so I would say main image, height as 600 pixels. Okay, let's see how it comes. Okay, so I think I'll make it a even smaller one. So let me make it 520 pixels. Yeah, I think this is a good to go. Now I want the background of this also to be black. So for class main also I'll give the background to be black. So for main class I'll give the background color to be black, right? So yeah, now you cannot see the text hi my name is Karan because that was in black color, so that's why it's invisible right now in black, but that's okay. Now for the navigation bar, as we did the photo on the left side and the buttons on the right hand side by using the flex box. We will use the flex box for the main division also. Okay, so I will say display flex, align items as center, and justify content as space around. Okay, so let us see. Yeah, so this has gone on the right hand side, and on the left hand side there is text, but you are not able to see because its color is black. So let's change the text. So let me add a class to it, and the class I'll add to it is main, or let's say about me. Okay, and now for about me I will put the color to be white. Okay, so let's see the about me. Yeah, now there is name, as you can see. Okay, and but I want both of them to take equal space. Okay, so I do not want this to be taking this much space. Okay, so what I can do is I can say in the main I can say flex wrap as the wrap, and in the about me section I can say in their children, which are the children about me, and there is another division this, right? What is this division? Let us call it as um let me write it as about me only. Why? Because there is no text inside it, so it will not be harmed. And here I would say flex, I would say flex as one unit. Okay, so both of them will take single unit. Now can you see both of them are taking equal space? Okay, so basically when you say flex wrap as wrap, it will wrap up the items, and when I say one unit, it means both of them will take up one unit. So they will be divided into one units. Okay, so how can I explain you this? So basically both of them will take 1:1 size. Now for about me, for this text, if I do flex as 1 for this, and for this if I do flex as 2, then how it will do? It will take the size in 1:2 ratio. So 33% will be taken by this about me, and if I give another class to this and write flex as 2, it will take 66%. So let me show you only. Okay, this is about me image. Okay, so at present about me and about me image, both of them are flex 1. Okay, because both of them were having the same class, so both of them are taking equal space. Okay, now if I do this as 2, it will take double the size than about me. Okay, so can you see this has taken less space? So that is the idea behind it. Okay, but I will again remove this. I just wanted to explain you, and I will change the class to about me only. because there is only image in that, so it will not harm anything. So now let's see how the website is looking right now. Okay, now what the changes I want to do. First of all, I want to change the font size for this. It's not looking good at all. I know I told you that we will beautify in the further videos, but this is not looking at all good. Okay, so in about me, I would say font size as, let's say, 30 pixels. Let's see how much it is. uh, Let me make it 45. No, 42. uh, yeah, I think it's looking quite good. And now let me add some padding to this and this photo. Okay, so padding, how will I add it? Also, I think this space around is not, or let's keep it space between. Okay, so they will be taken to the left and right extremes. Okay, okay, so they are not going on the left and right extremes. Why? Because they are again another inside another division, so we'll work on that later. Now let us keep this space around only. Okay, now what I wanted to do was I wanted to add padding to the about me part. Okay, so I would say padding of 10 pixels on the top and 20 pixels on left and right. Okay, so yeah, from the top, can you see now there is some space between the navigation bar and this, and here also on the left there is some space, here there is some space, and it's looking good. Okay, now I want this image to go on the right hand side. So what I'll do is, the image is contained inside this about me division. Okay, so I want to use this about me division as flex box. um but I have given the same class to both of them, right? So how can I do that? Or shall I give another class to this? No, I okay, so I can make another division for image, but I don't want to do that. So or I can do is I can take another division and just okay, for now let's do it in this way. So no, I don't want to do it like this. Let me write this as about me image. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just copy paste this for another class. Also guys, there might be multiple ways of doing the same thing. Okay, there. So now I will tell the display of this as flex, and I will say align items as the center, and justify content as let's write flex end. Okay, and let's see how it's looking. Yeah, now it has gone on the right hand side, right? Because I have justified it on the right hand side, and do not want it to be that right. So what I'll do is I'll increase the padding. Okay, so I'll make it 40 pixel. I think I need to increase it a bit more, so let me make it 60. Let's see how it will look. Yeah, now I think it's on a good position. And now what else can I do? I can add a border to this image. Okay, so this is the main image, and I can add a border radius of 20%. Okay, and let's see how it's looking now. A little too much. Let's decrease it to 13%. Yeah, now I think it's looking really good. And what I can do is, for right now, I will be doing more beautification in the further video, but let me edit, let me change it a little bit. So for the navbar list items, I want the um, font size to be a bit larger. Okay, so how much have we taken here? Font size was 42 pixel, right? And here I want the font size to be, let's say, 20 pixels. Yeah, now they are looking a little bit better, right? And this is the basic website which we have made, the home page. Okay, so on the top left I have my logo, which contains my image. Here I have my image, or let's understand it like this. First of all, there is the navigation bar. On the left I have my button, my logo. On the right hand side I have four buttons: education, hobbies, achievements, and contact me. Then there is the main content, in which on the left hand side there is about me section. Hello, welcome to my website. My name is Karan Mashru. I have done my BTech in computer engineering from NIT Surat. At present I am working as a mentor at Geeks for Geeks. And on the right hand side I have my small image. Okay, and this is looking quite good, right? Now what are the things which we can change? I think we can change the font for these buttons, or the anchor links. I can change the font for this about me, and I think other than that we can change like the font style we can change for both of them. And other than that I think this is a good to go. Okay, you can make it more beautiful as you wish. Okay, there is no end, but the idea was to position the elements correctly, which we did. And now so we can add some beautification, change the font style. So we will be adding Google fonts in the next video, and then we will be making different pages for education, hobbies, achievements, and contact me pages. All of them will have the same navigation bar, but the below part will change. And other than that all the things are, I think, good to go. And we will change the we will add the hyperlinks to all these buttons, which will take to new pages. And yeah, otherwise I think it's good to go. And the basic structure we have done, we have used the flex box and aligned the items properly on the page. So I think we can end today's video here. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you like this video, and in further videos we'll make the different pages and the other required things. Okay, thank you.